finding a job is taxing and taking too long.
Our Matt Sczesny has listened to you and spent weeks working to get you some answers. He joins us now. So, Matt, we know a new jobs report is due out Friday, but that is expected to be delayed, of course, because of this ongoing government shutdown. And it does come after a disappointing report last month.
Yeah, right. So the indicators aren't real good right now. We're actually hearing that from people that we're actually reaching out to. So let's break down what is happening out there right now, Megan. The economy added just 22,000 jobs in August. Now, in addition, the data shows unemployment rose to its highest level in nearly 4 years, from 4.2% to 4.3%. The data together could be an indication that the U.S. labor market is growing stagnant.
And we know these days finding a job often means winning or working on the computer. I know that can be sort of challenging, depending on people's skill levels.
Yeah, and we were actually talking about this in the last half hour, this ATS, what's known as ATS, the applicant tracking systems. They're now scanning everyone's resume when you apply for a job. These computer programs look for very specific keywords before a human eye ever sees your application. Experts say there are ways to crack this code, though, and get your resume noticed.
The best way to get past that is to really niche down and tailor your resume with a lot of specific keywords that are relevant to the job description, right? So we're noticing that companies are using this AI, this ATS, to filter resumes. Candidates should be using it as well.
Some job seekers are finding success by using AI themselves. One Palm Beach County resident used ChatGPT to help revise her resume with the right keywords. She told us this. But experts warn if you are struggling to match up keywords, then you might be applying for the wrong position.
There's so much to consider in all of this. So we are helping you navigate which industries are actually hiring so you don't waste your time here and which ones are cooling off. So, Matt, which ones have you on?
Yeah, right. We want to get some answers for folks. So according to data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, healthcare and social assistance industries are the hottest two industries right now. Social assistance jobs include childcare and counseling. On the other side, there are industries where jobs are just not available, and they include manufacturing, leisure, hospitality, and the federal government. All right, we want to get your questions answered, so I reached out to experts within our community, and I'm going over to the big screen to talk to Gregory McDonald. He's been really nice to talk to us all afternoon. He is from the CareerSource office on the Treasure Coast. They call it the Research Coast office. Gregory, tell me, for folks who are not familiar with CareerSource, because first of all, you do not charge any money for the services you give for helping people navigate the job market. For someone who walks in the door for the first time, what can you do for them?
Absolutely. So yes, our services are 100% free of charge. The only thing that we require is for our job seekers to register at employflorida.com. And so that begins our process of being able to provide those staff assisted services where we begin to do those assessments, take a look at their resume, and then refer them to the appropriate program within CareerSource to help them along their career path or their training, whatever they're seeking to do.
All right, so I know a lot of people have been struggling with this job market. This is a great resource for people to use. Tell me where you're located on the Treasure Coast for folks.
Absolutely. So we service St. Lucie, Indian River, and Martin County. Our comprehensive center is in St. Lucie County and Fort Pierce. However, we do have satellite offices with Indian River State College, at the Chastain campus in Martin County, the Pruitt campus, where our Youth Connections is located for ages 16 to 24. And they also have a site on our main comprehensive building. And we also are at Mueller campus in Vero Beach, Florida. And of course, we have presence within the United Against Poverty in Vero Beach, Florida, and in Fort Pierce, Florida.
Okay, and there is a CareerSource office, I should mention, in Palm Beach County. It's on Belvedere Road in West Palm Beach. It is a great resource for people to use, and as we mentioned, it doesn't cost anything for folks.
Absolutely. And so,
go ahead. Finish it up. Last word, yeah.
Absolutely. Last word. I just want to say for job seekers at CareerSource Research Coast, our mission is to provide opportunities and improve lives. And so we don't make any promises, but we are going to provide that opportunity and get you on the step to your next career path.
Gregory McDonald from CareerSource Research Coast, thank you so much for joining us right now and all afternoon talking about how to help people navigate this very difficult job market. Thank you again so much. All right, so there you go, right? We hope we gave some good tips for folks and some information that they can use, but looking for a job, and at this point, any job.
Every single major insurance company Every single corporation, FedEx, UPS, Publix, you name it, I have put applications or resumes into, and just nothing.
How
It's
many
been
do you think
crickets.
you've done?
Oh, over 500.
Amber ran her own property management and home health care businesses in Colorado, but after a move to Florida, nothing. I dug through Florida's recent unemployment report and found the rate for Florida is 3.8%, under the national unemployment of 4.3%. Despite the low rate, though, a weakening job market has been building and adding anxiety and stress. I connected with Christiane Ruck, who hires people for a small tech company.
So a dramatic increase in the number of people looking. I also noticed that the number of applicants with robust, really good experience that are unemployed currently.
Ruck recently wrote an article on LinkedIn about navigating the current job market, and she has this advice.
My gut says customizing your resume with the experiences that are applicable to the job that you're applying for is probably the best way to get those readers to acknowledge the experience, as opposed to just exaggerating universally across your whole resume.
All right, wages are a big factor in jobs. Yesterday, Florida's minimum wage increased to $14 an hour. The increase comes after Amendment 2 was narrowly passed by voters in 2020, kicking off a series of minimum wage hikes. Now, you can see on this graphic the increase year over year. Next year is the last scheduled minimum wage hike. From then on, the minimum wage is set to be adjusted annually for inflation, as it originally had been since 2004. Prior to the passage of Amendment 2, the state's minimum wage sat at $8.46 an hour.
And it's dependent on where that job seeker is in their job search at the moment and what is necessary for us to get them to the place of being job ready. So that can look a lot different for everyone. Sometimes it could take a few days, a week, or a couple of weeks. Just depends on the job seeker and where they are in their job search and as far as their job readiness. And so,
Go ahead, continue.
Okay. So what we do is we try to help speed up that process and become that warm handoff for them with employers to connect them with jobs fairly quickly.
Any particular sectors right now out of your office where you see potential or opportunities for people?
Absolutely. So in the skilled trades, manufacturing, healthcare, logistics, those are some more of our high producing job areas.
Okay. Gregory McDonald, don't go anywhere. We're going to talk to you again about CareerSource and all the help you're giving to folks. So thanks again. All right, so that's where we're at right now, right? There are some opportunities out there. People have to find them, but they also have to, cater your resume, look for those jobs that really fit your skill set and zero in on those. Don't just, throw a lot of spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. That doesn't work now.
Interesting, though, that AI is sort of kicking out some of those good resumes that may be a perfect fit.
Yeah, and there is some tips. We've been talking about that this afternoon to get past that ATS, it's called, which scans these resumes and looks for specific words.
Interesting.
And there are ways around it. People are using ChatGPT at home or going to places like the CareerSource Center to help resume build and cater that resume to get past some of that algorithm.
Yeah,
Tailor it perfect.
Make sure you get those right keywords in to grab the attention. Very interesting. Matt, thanks so much.
Sure.